nighttime journeys in the back of the rickshaw. Hey, trust you wonderful. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the back of a jumping, humping, cracking, side whacking, moving over the bumps or rickshaw. As we have fun and games travelling at night, mashallah. I can't see a thing, but it's part of the excitement and just adventure and just being a little bit different. And I trust you're enjoying the journey with me through Pakistan, through some highs, through some lows, through some extremely hot weather, most of the time actually, in the villages, in the cities, in the masjids, in Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan. Pakistan is not everyone's cup of tea. They find it difficult to live here on a day-to-day basis because of the extreme weather, in the water and power. Yasser, Haris ka bas yom minute udra ina ona zar ki rawaklu ya. So we've just gone past the Sirka turn, and so quickly we've come into Waisa. So it's very infamous. Many years ago as well, people were robbed and dacoits. Robbers would be hiding in the fields, and many incidents took place. But thankfully, the locals now tell me it's much more safer. As you can see, the driver's head, and so quickly now because of the nice clean road, you can get through the villages in minutes. Before it just seemed a long time. As we jump out, walk through the relatively dark streets, to the tailor. And earlier on, the Water and Power Development Authority, they ration electricity. So but if you're an outsider coming in from overseas, then you may find it a little bit tricky. Assalamu alaikum. You may find it a little bit tricky to spend time in these parts because you'll have a foot in the drain, or your foot will go to the side, because all the drivers know each and every single hump on each and every single road whilst they're driving. And we're back to the back of the rickshaw. Oh, and let's have a look as we head off, just to see the doctor for a minute. So, one of the family members, they needed some stitches, and the doctor said he'd done the minor surgery and put the stitches in place. We went back to double check them, and he said the stitches were fine. So he removed the stitches, and he said it would take a few days to heal. As the stitches have been removed and healing has taken place, what we found is total blank. It looks like they didn't actually do anything. It looks like it was all a game. So game she minor operation को stitches में वाचो हर से सही थी वैसे वगैरह कब चला यानी हाको आगे वाकिश तो और as it transpires, he hasn't done anything. He's nothing. So we've called him and he said come in again. So the says आप आ जाएं यानी this is माने हम और फिक्र आगे नहीं स्टेज थे they जिंदगी रे they ऊपर दे they know so call li bas जी आप वापस आ जाएं. So वापस आ जाला क्या कीबू. As we go through the Aga in Waisa, I think we are going towards the Kasai. I think 100% sure Nima. I just went there once when somebody else was traveling. So Razai Uguru. There's the Bank Islami in Waisa with the graveyard on the right hand side. May God bless all of those that have gone away from dunya. Whoops, daisy. Oops. As we hit the potholes in the road. Oh. And on the right hand side, what we have a mobile phone shop. On right hand side, you can, as we hit the potholes now, we're going to it's good fun in the back of the rickshaw, it's really exciting. Hey, the very little famous shop on the Sheikh Khanzada Chowk. Hello. Assalamualaikum, bhai. Assalamualaikum. So, there's somebody waving there, hands about. Oh, and here we also got on the and on the left hand side, no, sorry, on the right hand side, we have the Muslim Commercial Bank, a famous audience house, mashallah. And Mohsin, if you're watching, all my brothers and friends and family and acquaintances that belong to this village, trust you're enjoying this part of the little journey, just reminiscing. I've said it a million times, I'll say it again, can't speak highly enough about the people of Waisa and this particular village. The influences upon us as young people, and even right now as well, all the elders in Hanover Square, all the elders in Worth Oldham, all the people that are of similar age to me, all the people that I went to school with, people I associate with now as well. May God always bless you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hidayat raki aqbal ki jol mahabbat khair afiyat yob al dua yob al khair khwahi Allah pak se mazr ki wachi. Recently yo kisawa yo bandono yo shakhso na gawi zama chidano cancero और अल्लाह पाक से देना कि कैंसर हमारे चिदनो शिफा रखना. The swallow show, what did you learn from your cancer? Very deep question. What did you learn? Yani, you're about to go from the world into the next world. And he said, I learned how to recognize my creator. I gave up on chasing and following and running after the financial gains, the financial respect, and aiming to be big and saying, may whom. I learned how to give all that up and stop shouting and arguing and bickering and tripping people over and being jealous. He says, I learned that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me life again. So we can learn from that as well in our day-to-day lives, that we tread carefully. Kadam pa kadam chideno, aram se raflo. As a reverse ki rawanim, rickshaw ki chideno tour tamne. So I think we've turned left towards Sulaiman Allah's market. Have we turned left towards Sulaiman Allah's market? Oh yes, we have. Sulaiman Allah, if you're watching from Bradford and the family watching from Bradford, Assalamu alaikum. All the elders that are watching in, possibly from Masjid Bilal, Isa Khan Allah, Fazl Rahman Allah, Nijad, the whole family, Siji Nijad, Ibrar, so many others as well, too many to name. Hey, Hussein Ahmad Allah, how are you, sir? Known as Pichone. Ibrahim Ruzi Khan, Abdul Rahman Allah, Rais Azim Khan, Zabit Khan, Zain, Shoaib, all the brothers and sisters from Leeds Road in Bradford. And we have gently arrived at the doctor's. Let's go and see what's happening here. And this is a place where we came. Apparently, this is where the missus had some stitches, but she never really had any stitches. So that's it. Let's have a look and see what's happening inside. So this is the whole clinic where Dr. Bilal was telling me they've got the latest machines and some of the latest equipment, and their prices are a lot cheaper than Attock. So now I found out why the why the prices are cheaper than Attock. I don't normally travel in this, but I just love being an adventurous guardian. Which be gone on the back of a bike, an animal or donkey if it's necessary as well. Truck comes the other way. And look what I'm standing next to. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. That is not very nice. So sometimes it's always about adventure and just having a little bit of adventure and just taking it easy and just being a little bit different. So we've seen the doctor, a very lovely gentleman called Dr. Sajjad. He was actually a student of my uncle called Faizul Nabi, God bless his soul, who was an expert in English literature, and Dr. Sajjad was one of his students so many months ago. A very polite chap, so we've had a chat with him and he said, look, we've attempted minor surgery, hasn't quite worked, and this requires plastic surgery. So it's just a little incision around about the ear, so we're going to go away and think about it, inshallah. So as we now go the other way around with the Bank of Punjab, what does that say? It says Jawan Motors, no it doesn't. Can't quite say, oh, Awan Motors. Rent a car. On my right hand side, famous little corner, and on my left hand side here, Kari Khuna, Portugal, Dasira Rawalpindi. And it's, oh, there we go, look, the Veguno Adda on my left hand side. Very dark, and there's a blue wagon and a red wagon. It's been established, I think, for a quarter of a century plus. It used to be 2.5 rupees many years ago. Travel from here to Attock city. क्योंकि गर्मी दा बारान में देश है, थोड़ा दा, There you go. And we're stopping, and it's a Janzib hotel. अरुण अच्छे दिन इधर लगे अस्सलाम वालेकुम भाई, सारे तबीयत मखादे खैरियत सराई हाँ शहजाद को करो अरुण लगे दिया इधर स्कारी रिजी दी हाँ वगैरह शहजाद सुखरी सदल रावास्ताम वगैरह तो पता थी यार अल्लाह खैर हाँ जी oh माशाल्लाह look at this subhanallah looks beautiful Merwani bhai look all the guys are sat around. Oh, you fancy a seek as well, it's still here. Sasi zuna tiyar di bhai?
Chicken fried rice special tiyar hogi tak to karo Chinese chawal di chicken fried rice kabli pulao bhi milega chicken seekh kebab bhi chicken tikka piece bhi aur chabli kebab ek special order dusra prasad ek special dari de
mashallah 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 jazakallah runa laki apna hoy bhai to zur bya hua hai tum si zuna tiyar di yozal bya pe rasha
जी वो सका चिकन फ्राई दी जी जरा चिकन फ्राइड राइस थे कबली पुलाव थे चिकन टिक्की थी चिकन सीख कबाब थी चिकन पीस थे चिकन स्पेशल चबली कबाब थी और ना मुख्तलिफ सानी मुशक पाकिस्तानी स्पेशल जायकेदार मज़ा
माशाल्लाह jazakallah thank you there we go the guys at the very famous Janzib hotel boy what is about the pose ke sath yaad hi bolo chicken kadai gosht keema and vegetables. The most is so cute. What did they say? They go, Peneli dali lobia kebab which you carry the wash does super free. As we carry on with the journey. We're back at the, is this called the Sheikh Khan Zada Joke? On left hand side, chicken and chips, pots and pans. The khayal kaman is about pulling away the interruption. Oh, there's a kebab. Oh, Allah. Oh, there's a famous Pakoras guy. Touch. सर को सर जगह में सर ये लो लगी तो माशाल्लाह अरे खूबसूरती guys so what was ready at the other restaurant was just chicken aloo the guys got very quiet at the minute oh only chicken aloo this place यो सीधे निकल के हमेशा फराक दे सो को उगे वी और को सो उगे नी बस तो फराक टाइम ने no activity his car nishide nature lili nature arat lili na बस चे द फराक टाइम ने नो बाय फराक त खिने और चे द उधर की दो टाइम दे नो खिने नो सहार चे दे नो गोरागानो पेशान की ब्रेकफास्ट कई ब्याज दे नो लोगों ने आराम कई ब्याज दे नो brunch time 10:30 11 o'clock brunch time. Oh, as we go past B&G Pizza. So that is brunch time. ब्याज देनो भाई मुझसे टाइम लोगों ने लिख दे लोगों ने ब्याज देनो कल की तकिया ले लोगों ने ठासरा लगा या मुझे कहीं या गर्मी दे जी उस माजिगर तूड़ी चिदन उद्देश्य निच माजिगर तूड़ी उद्देश्य इधर पास है असगर मुझे कहीं प्याला चाय कहीं भाई उसको माखाम ने उसको रज़लार उसको न दकार टाइम ने चाहे कतलो टाइम ने खाली चिदन देव खराम कहीं. It's time to rest again. Subhanallah, it's just how it is. Village life. And just let it go and just listen for hours and hours as we go past the car tailors on the corner. There's mobile phone shop. There's a Shiraz Gulls on the corner. Masjid is coming up on the left hand side. Jamia Masjid Faruqiya. Right hand side, man, if I remember. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Maab Lala, Kadim Lala, Khalid Lala used to have some places. Oh, Khalid Lala, trust you're watching. Trust you're in fabulous health. Lala, I'm zooming through the village of Waisa on the back of a rickshaw, which if I turn the camera, it's so dark you won't even be able to see. Trust you well, trust families well, guides well, kids are well, people of Hanover Square are well, the elders, Shuaib, Tufail, Ibrahim, Faiz, Tariq, who else is in there? My goodness gracious, Kazim Khan, Dawood, Niaz, Sukran Hirdi, all the boys of Kamarpur, Musa too as well, Asad and family, trust you're in fabulous health and faith. How can I forget tea? At number 13, my brother is Sarar. I've been to visit Sirka fairly recently, and all of a sudden, Bijli Lara, no electricity. It's completely dark, and maybe they have a generator, a bit of solar power that's doing the trick. And the back of the rickshaw looks like this. Complete darkness. Oh. And isn't that a great sight? That's the front of the rickshaw with my namesake, Shadi Khan, at the control, zooming through. It feels like he's doing about 90 miles an hour, but in reality he's doing about 15. As we go past the Sirka More in the opposite direction, and there's the very new Abdullah CNG filling station, where they sell petrol and diesel and compressed natural gas, CNG. And did you know that for use of CNG, Iran is number 1 in the world and Pakistan is number 2? Oh yes, we're in 2nd place, which is very economical and much more cheaper to run as well. Look at that. Hey, look at that. As we go through the darker points of Shadi Khan. Hey, we have red lights at the back of the rickshaw. Beep, 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 beep. Arr. Oh, there's my real hand. Shadi Khan Laralu, and it looks like Bijli Rala. Oh, it's a few more of the elite homes in the area, the nicer homes. It looks like they will definitely have foreign influence, but it's so much more easier to see, makes it much more safer. And if you're my Baji living on Selborne, Baji Shadi Khan Kinarawan, you trust you well, my Jan, trust you well as well. There you go, the village of Shadi Khan. So Shehzad's auntie, Shehzad's Popo, lives on Selborne in Bradford, England. That's Tazu Kilide. MashaAllah, Khashtachi Dano, Chbi Bijli Lagi Dilida. And I think right hand side one is the Obo filtration plant today. It's clean water to the villages, and people visit it from very far as well, because in Pakistan clean drinking water Obo chidan kafi masla masail England ki ho mashallah da sizuna Allah pak chidan ko bach kariu bas nalka yan ka kawa bu bas ke ya the filter bas ke ya the bottle bas ke. And by the way, some Yorkshire water chidan the dero Obo plastic bottle ki market mein ki kharsai no some Yorkshire water ko ragena kafi safadi. The person on the carry goes up and down, up and down, up and down. The person on the carry goes up and down all through the night. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. The wind at the back goes swish, 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 swish. Oh, look at this! Oh. The harvest is going on. Look at the dust. Oh, subhanallah. There the guy riding his bike with a torch in his hand. As I arrive back at Zabit Hamala's residence and Malik Shirdo's guest house on the left hand side. As we come back into the village, as people just sat around. The weather is very mild. Laru, Ralu, Diltana Laru, Taka 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 Taka, right? Turine Dakrama. Turine Dakrama. Lara by Shatan Asum reverse Kira Harsam table Taka Taka. Sarna Akhlaq Potuni. So for those people, these are the Patanika, especially if you speak English. In Pakistan at the minute, it's wheat harvest season. So Spechi there, they work a lot at night as well. So they get a lot of work done. Obviously, rickshaw, have a look at this. The inside of the rickshaw is like this. So if you're oops, oh, somebody open the door. Look, I don't even know how to open the door. So that was simple halat ki mashallah. And then look at that. So it's all, so it's very open. I've got a couple of curtains. No, I got turi muri vagera chidano. Just I don't know if you can see it on there, but look, I was like full of dust. Look, I was sitting here. And here he is, look. No biaka this is aika na. No biaka this is mazai. Biaka this is mazai turi never madaki. Okay, it's Allah Hafiz. He's a little bit like us. Okay, we're second, third, fourth generation. Well, actually, I'm third generation, fourth generation, fifth generation. So he's second and third generation. Okay, family came from war-torn Afghanistan all those years ago as well. The family then moved and settled here in the village, and they've been here ever since. Now he's got married and he's got children too as well. So look, they are like overseas but also settled in Pakistan. Oh yes, and when they left Pakistan, okay, it was a war-torn environment, and Pakistan is very, very, very welcoming as a country to its say that again, it's very welcoming, okay, to immigrants that have come and settled here. I was reading a little while ago that it's it has the most immigrants in comparison to other countries. So there you go. I've forgotten how to speak. खबरें बंदे संग कैसी पता नहीं चलता उर्दू में बोलूं पश्तो में बोलूं अंग्रेजी में बोलूं here you see यार just forget us just forgive me see we're gonna be Irish खबरें so remember to subscribe like and share and keep watching inshallah. When you go through a field where wheat harvesting is taking place, you're going to have stuff that flies everywhere.